What's up? Welcome to the Sports Sidebar Podcast. You're tuned in with your boy Rich, and I'm here with my buddies Tom and JD, and we're about to get this thing started. Let's go! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got a brand new episode for everybody. Back with another one. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, Rich. How you doing?
Doing great, man. Enjoying these little last days of summer. Glad it's not as hot as it was before.
It's not hot for you. I heard it was hot. It was hot back in the MA.
I don't know, man. Tell us about the move, man. How you feeling, man? Your new stomping grounds.
Still a little tired, but we're doing all right. Getting everything set up, you know.
What was the first thing you guys had for dinner? Did you guys? I'm sure you guys ordered something.
Yeah, we had. Tonight was like the first night we really ordered dinner. Got some Mexican food with a chicken and steak fajita burrito.
Okay.
Michelle went for the enchiladas.
Is this place going to be a staple on the JD household when it comes to ordering food, or?
I don't know. We'll see. It's only about 2 minutes away, so that's nice.
Okay, that's a nice little quick order too.
Oh, for sure.
All right, man. Let's get right into it, man. A lot to cover. NFL's going crazy right now. I mean, they got the training camps already started. How are you feeling about training camp, man?
Good, man. It's good to see get the guys back out there. I think there's it's been just a lot going on. You hear I sometimes take training camp with the same grain of salt that I take summer league basketball. But sometimes you do get those Victor Cruzes who have an awesome camp, get into the preseason, have an awesome preseason, and then next thing you know that one of the Giants' best wide receivers. So no, it's good. It's good to see the guys out there. For me personally, just checking in on the Jets and Elijah Moore looks like he's looking good. Breece Hall looking good. The rookie running back, and Zach Wilson. I think it's all about Zach Wilson, like we've talked about before. So. Yeah, I like it. Getting the guys out there. I just I hope that these guys avoid injury as best I can. I mean, we've already seen Ryan Jensen, the center from Tampa Bay, go down. Looks like he'll be out a couple months. Yep. Was it Tim Patrick from Tim Patrick towards ACL?
Yeah, he's done.
So stuff like that you hate to see. I don't like seeing any of that early on in the preseason.
Yeah, especially before the season starts.
Yeah,
those are some valuable fantasy players, man. I need all of them, man. I can't get injured now.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing, right? You don't want to see these guys get. You never want to see guys get hurt, but you definitely don't want to see them get hurt before they even play a snap.
Oh yeah. And then on the Giants, other side of New York, we got the Giants. Honestly, I don't know what to expect. I'm just gonna keep my fingers crossed. I don't see us doing much. I hate to say it. It feels like it's just like a lot of pieces that don't fit. I feel like we kind of got we're trying to put a corner piece in the middle piece right now, and it's just not going to work.
Yeah,
I do want to see some players get back to form, like Saquon, and probably just Saquon on offense. I'm interested to see how the O line pans out. Hopefully, it could be a decent O line, and then get another piece of there in the draft for next year, and then just to see how some of the other rookies fare. It's going to be a long season, man.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of saw this coming at the end of last year, right? I don't know. You got to find those glimmers of hope. I think as a Jets fan, it was always like looking out for a good wide receiver or something like that. That you could at least hinge your next season to. So you never know. What if Danny Dimes comes through big?
I don't know, man. I can't see it. Just because of the wide receivers we have on the roster. I don't see any breakout wide receiver. I don't really feel like we have a number one wide receiver. Mm-hmm. I mean, even though we have Galloway, I don't see it, man. Yeah. I mean, he had like no touchdowns last year. So I don't know. Maybe him and Danny get on the same page, but I don't know, man. Just something's off, man. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I hear you.
But like I said, I just hope some of the rookies pan out great. Thibodeau on the defensive side. Hope Barkley, stays healthy, gets back in form because he's one of the top running backs in the league when he was healthy. Mm-hmm. As far as the wide receiver goes, I don't know if I don't know if I can't see anybody breaking out receiver core. Most of my hope is probably looking on the defensive side of the ball. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens, man.
Yep.
And then speaking of deals, so your boy Murray, he got a deal. A big fuss about him having to study 4 hours of film, but then they eventually took it out. How are you feeling about that, man? You think they did it on purpose, or you think he's not really studying, man?
He said he wasn't studying. I don't think he was. I don't think he was not studying. I think they said he was, or he said he wasn't. It just wasn't. It wasn't enough, right? I think it was. It was. I think he would do the bare minimum, I would say, and I think you saw that kind of as the year went on, his play got a little bit worse. So, and I don't know if that's just, again, him just, being lackadaisical as the year goes on or what, but yeah, I think it was probably, my guess is they threw it in there, or they threw that clause in there to maybe kind of embarrass him. And because, I feel like these contracts, those kind of details are never leaked. So It definitely wasn't Murray's agent that was leaking that. So I don't know if the team kind of leaked it and was like, "Hey, yeah, we have it in there. You should be better at this.
Mm-hmm.
You should care a little bit more." So, but I don't mind. I mean, those guys have crazy stuff in their contracts all the time. I think this one was just one that came out that normally does not come out.
I think it's going to be interesting to see how the season goes as far as how he performs. I mean, obviously they had some players injured last year, which hurt them, but. Mm-hmm. It seems like they always start off hot and then they gas out towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's due to a lack of film, people figuring them out, or, maybe the coaching staff needs to mix up some kind of plays or some, But that's one of the things I'm going to be interested to see. If they keep having these hot starts and then on the second half of the season, they're below 500 and they're fighting for the wild card and then they can't get in. It's just
exactly.
It's going to be the true test this year.
Yeah. And I mean, I do feel like that Arizona felt forced to give him this contract, right? I just think that they couldn't let him go.
Right.
And he's probably a top 10 quarterback, but I don't know if they believe that he can bring them to the Super Bowl. I think that's why they waited as long as they did. And I just don't think they had, I don't think they really had any other options.
Pretty much.
It's a weird thing to say because he's a good player. He's borderline, probably a tier 2 quarterback somewhere in there. And with the way that money is thrown around at these quarterbacks, it's insane. But I don't know. I just feel like he's a little bit different, and I don't really know why.
I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see how different he is, man. Because they're gonna have a tough road ahead of them this season. Mm-hmm. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how they do.
Yeah, for sure.
Then we got your other boy who just got a deal. Your boy Watson, suspended for 6 games. Now the NFL's appealing that. Looks like they might try to do longer. I wonder if I hope they don't appeal it, just do like 8 games, which would be ridiculous. But I mean, we're gonna have a little battle on our hands, man. We're gonna see what because I'm sure he's gonna appeal the appeal, depending on what he gets. So it's gonna be a long season for the Browns this year.
Yeah, I agree. I think they probably, the NFLPA came out Sunday night and kind of put out a thing that was like, hey, we're not going to appeal whatever happens. We hope the NFL doesn't. I think they knew that it was going to be, kind of where we thought it would be in that 6-game area. And they were like, well, that's a win for us. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on this one. He clearly did a lot of bad things, but the fact that none of it got criminally charged and that they just settled everything. I don't know if it's because they don't have any evidence, but it's just a little damning for me.
Yeah, that's what I said. All the facts aren't out there, man. So I mean, there's definitely stuff they're holding back to protect the image of the Shield or the player. But I mean,
what does the NFL know? That's like the thing, right? Like, because they're not just going to push for a year if they're to me, if they're looking at the same kind of information, and I don't know if it's, again, just setting a precedent, like, hey, look, this is ridiculous and unacceptable, and we're gonna suspend you as long as we think, as long as we can.
Yeah, they would have had to figure out something in order to appeal it. But that's the thing. I wonder, did the NFL find out something that the courts didn't, or
right?
Or is what the courts found out the same thing the NFL found out, and they think it's more of a severe case where he needs to be suspended more than 6 games.
Yeah.
But I'm really interested to see if these things leak as far as all these details. I mean, we know how he was trying to line them up, so to say. But then I wonder if they have honestly, I feel like they should have video footage of that in some of those places.
Yeah, they usually do. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they got Kraft, right? I mean, Kraft leaving the place. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I kind of lean towards the NFL. Either the court had a lot of damning evidence, but it wasn't strong enough for a grand jury indictment, and now the NFL is looking at it going, this is crazy. But on the other end, Goodell's always said, they're not a court of law, right? We're not a court of law. So in one sense, it's sometimes they use that on the player side, and sometimes they use it on their end. We can suspend him for as many games as we want because we're not the court, and he doesn't have to play in our league.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see kind of where they go with this one and how long it takes them to get to the because I think he can suspend him for as many games as he want right now, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's the thing. They're gonna have something's gonna come to light as far as how they made their decision, and I think that's going to be kind of the deciding factor of what we've been waiting for as far as the information going on with this case.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I don't know if you saw your boy Brown got arrested too, man.
Who?
Your boy Brown from the Cardinals.
Was this for the gun thing at the airport?
Yeah, man, I think so, man. The boys wilding out here. What's going on, man?
What are they doing? What? I've heard multiple gun at airport stories lately. What's going on here?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. How do you think you're gonna get that through a damn scanner or a metal detector?
Guys are out of their mind.
I don't know. Maybe because it's registered, or I don't know what's going on, man. But it just doesn't make sense to me, man. They gotta drive that across state lines, man.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't get what's going on there.
And then your boy Penning got kicked out of practice, man. Heard he's been fighting 3 days straight, man.
What's wrong with little fights on in the OTAs here or the preseason training? I think Josh Allen got into it with someone on that line. I forget it. Another big name D-line guy. It's just people getting a little amped up early on in camp. That's all.
Yeah, but 3 days in a row, man. Same dude, man. What's going on?
Tried snatching his chain or something. You never know.
Chain gang, man. Out there getting punked on by the defensive line. That's probably why.
Exactly.
And then your boy Julio went to the Bucks. I think that's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah, I think that's a good signing for them.
Especially for the red zone. That'll give him a big red zone target.
Yeah.
With him on one side, Evans on the other side. So.
Yep. And they got Rudolph in there too. I think that they got a solid red zone.
Mm-hmm. Gonna have to see about that run game though. See if your boy can get in shape. Otherwise, that play action is not gonna be working.
This is true. Very true.
And then I didn't even notice there's a lot of NFL sons in college football right now. I was like, damn, I feel old, man. They got Antonio Gates Jr., Edin James, that's the son of Edrin James, Cole Pennington, that's the son of your favorite quarterback from the Jets. Then your boy Mason Taylor, son of Jason Taylor, but he's like a tight end. And then Christian Harrison, that's Rodney Harrison's son. And then Marvin Harrison Jr., obviously, that's Marvin Harrison's son. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys pan out, or if they can get to the NFL and make a name for themselves just like their parents, their dad did,
Yeah, it is kind of crazy with all these younger guys getting there. Baseball is the same way, I think we're see it with Vladdy Jr., Kevin Biggio, and now Jackson Holiday, #1 pick. Mm-hmm. So these guys that we used to watch play all the time, now their kids are coming through the systems.
Yeah, man, I was like, damn, I feel old, man.
I know it does me. I had to look up Jackson Holiday because I'm like, Matt Holiday didn't stop playing that long ago.
Yeah, man. And Frank Gore's son's he's I think he's like a sophomore or junior, so he'll be in the NFL probably next year. I feel like Frank is still playing, man.
It's crazy.
So, man, we got to hurry up and have some boys, man. This is crazy, man. Then that might be it for the NFL. And then on to the NBA. I mean, we still got these Durant rumors of him to Boston for Jaylen Brown. I know you was upset about that. How are you feeling about that if they would have pulled that trade off?
Yeah, it just didn't make sense to me. I mean, I don't. I mean, I don't think that I highly doubt that they ever offered him Jaylen Brown. I just don't. I don't see it. And Brad, I don't think is that. I just don't think Brad's gonna make that crazy of a move with a team that was 2 wins away from winning an NBA championship. So I think that was all Sean Marks. I think that was him trying to beef up other people to try to get a better deal.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? I mean, maybe they did. Maybe they threw Jaylen Brown's name out there and just because I mean, if you're trading for Durant, you're gonna have to give up something good, right? I mean, so maybe it was floated out there, like maybe that was what Brooklyn said to the Celtics. Hey, look, we want Brown, Smart, whatever. And it was like, okay, never mind. We're good.
Yeah. I'll call you back. Hold on.
Exactly. I like Durant. He's one of the, again, great scorers of all time. He's also 34, and he's only played 90 games in the last 3 seasons. So, the injuries have kind of derailed him a little bit. He's getting a little bit older. Would I take him? 100%. Would I take him for a 24-year-old Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, et cetera, et cetera? I don't know. That seems like a lot.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing, man. I don't think he's going to be moved, man. I feel like the Nets are either asking for too much, and he's not as valued as the Nets thinks he is just because of his age. Because, like you say, he's 34. He's right around that corner. And he's had a bunch of injuries. So
yep.
He might only have 2 years left on the 4-year deal. So
right. And I think if you're a player away and you don't have to give up anyone in your core team, I think you absolutely do it. But other than that, I don't know. You're not playing the long game at that point, right? He's on the downside, or he's at the plateau going downwards. He's not going up anymore.
Yeah, that's what's that. It's just not. It just doesn't make sense. I wouldn't mind. I can understand if you wanted to do like the 6 draft picks and then maybe a role player for him. Sure. But at this point in time, I don't think he's as much as people think he's worth. I don't think he's worth that much. To other teams, I think you have a better chance of trying to build through the draft or something, because I mean you're going to trade pretty much a majority of your team away from him and your future. Then you still got to fill out your roster. I mean, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee you'll get to the finals or win a final with Kevin Durant. Right. I mean, he hasn't taken the team to the finals by himself. So,
Oklahoma City team was pretty close to himself.
Oh yeah, but I mean, yeah, true. But they were much younger.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't the only one there. Eddie Westbrook had James Harden.
Yeah.
Serge Ibaka. That was a great team. I like that team.
I did too.
But they just weren't ready for the finals that year. So. And then they just couldn't get back, man. They did the wrong thing. They traded James Harden. Then they ran into Golden State a bunch of times. And then he left them and went to Golden State. He said, I'm tired of this. So
yeah, exactly.
Then your boy, man, the great Bill Russell passed away, 88 years old. How are you feeling about it, man? I heard you was crying over it, man.
I mean, it's hard to cry over a guy that I didn't know that died, that lived an awesome. I wouldn't say awesome. He lived in our eyes an awesome life. I got to play professional basketball. Won, the most winning. I would say most winning athlete of all time. I think his record in game sevens was awesome. I think it was 21-0 in his life, including elimination games. Sorry, elimination games. I think he was 21-0. So yeah, I mean. I think he has like that. I mean, people always talk about the checkered past with Boston, right? I mean, played there, was adored there, but there was still that, that racism that just wouldn't go away and always kind of bothered him for good reason, obviously. So I think that in his later years, I think he I don't know, maybe softened his stance a little bit, was more welcoming to the Boston folks, and I don't know if KG helped that or whoever. But yeah, I mean, it stinks when when a guy like that passes away. But at 88, I'd say he did pretty good.
Oh yeah.
And he was a 7 handicap at golf.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you said, lived a great life, man. Did a lot for basketball. Did a lot for African Americans during that time. When they were fighting for rights. I mean, nothing really bad you can say about him, man.
No.
I mean, I haven't really heard any bad stories about him. Everyone loved him. A lot of people looked up to him. It's kind of one of those people that you I don't say look at, but you kind of wish that you could live a life such as that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then your boy Zion, he won his lawsuit. He got sued by his old agent. They tried to put him on a 5-year deal, but they weren't even licensed to be agents. And then the contract wasn't even up to par as far as contracts when it comes to signing somebody as an agent. It was missing a bunch of stuff. So they're out on that, man.
What a mess.
I mean, hey, you can't blame them. I mean, imagine if you would have signed Zion at Duke, and then now he got his he drafted number 1. Now he got his new deal. I mean, hey.
Yeah.
But,
I feel like as a I mean, I guess they got the job done, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they learned from it, learned from the experience. Now they'll know moving forward to recheck those contracts they have people sign. And then, give them some kind of credibility because, they can say, hey, we were Zion's agent back at Duke, come sign with us. So, hopefully it works out for, them. I can't be mad at them for trying to sue, but, hey.
Yeah, yep.
I mean, your boy Zion got out, man, so.
He did.
Now he just got to get in shape.
That's the big one now.
The crazy thing is like when you see him, like, he doesn't seem like out of shape.
No, I know. I just think that when they talk about those guys being in shape, it's a different ball game than like me or you being in shape.
Yeah, but I mean, and I feel like they don't really put out his real weight. I think we just need to see him like go stand on the scale, man. In front of people.
I think he can play at the weight. I think they're just concerned about the long haul, right? I mean, you can't be his game is based on explosiveness, right? Or around the hoop. You can't. You just can't do that if you have that kind of weight on you for that long. I mean, you're just not going to be sustainable.
Yeah, but it's still early though. He's only freaking 20, 21. So, but I wonder what if he loses the weight, how much it changes his game.
Yeah, I don't know. You're right. I don't know what that does.
Because I can't see him being more explosive. He could be possibly because he lost more weight, but he still needs to work on his jump shot, which is a big thing. But as I said, maybe now I can't see him like. How can he get stronger? Like,
yeah, if
he gets stronger, it's just gonna be ridiculous. But if he gets stronger, he's probably gonna put on more muscle.
Sure.
But he's like me if I was like super athletic because we're about the same size, but he's freaking doing windmills and all that other shit. I can probably do I could probably do the wind. I could probably do the windmill on like a 8-foot or 9-foot rim. You almost forgot your girl Brittney Grinder's fighting her trial right now. Looks like they were trying to exchange her for some prisoners. Not sure it's going to go through, so we're gonna have to wait and see with that, man. But I think this is going to be very dangerous now because now when other people go into other countries, you can try to kidnap them or put them on some kind of charges to get other prisoners of war out. So.
Yeah, this is something that's been going on for decades. This isn't anything new, Rich. We just typically don't hear about it. This one's a little funky, and I know that she's been pretty outspoken. But did she break the law or not?
According to their law, she broke the law. They're basically trying to say she's like distributing marijuana.
Okay, I to be fair, I haven't read the story. I just know that she was caught with some either marijuana extract or whatever it was, more oil, right? Was that it? THC oil?
Yeah, but we're in 2022, like.
Yeah. Okay. Understood. You have to know where you are.
Oh right? Yeah, definitely. But
like, these people don't like the U.S. to begin with. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just like when I see stuff like that. Like, if I'm thinking about me, I'm being ultra cautious Like if you go to, I forget what it is, Taiwan or Thailand, I forget. Like it's like an absolute zero tolerance policy on drugs. So like if you get caught with a speck of weed on you, you're going to jail. Like it's just, I don't know. Like I get that it's not in the grand scheme of things. It's really a nothing. It should be a nothing, and they should just be like, hey, like, you know, I think if they're reasonable people, they're just deporting her and saying you're not welcome back in Russia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I can understand like that, but to say, hey, we're gonna keep you in jail for possibly life over,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but
that's just a power play to the U.S. is all it is.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what the U.S. does to, try to get her back, especially with all the injustices going on with African Americans. Them not doing anything, it just makes it worse.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to keep our ears to the streets and see what happens.
Yep.
On to MLB. Your boy Soto got traded to the Padres. They got themselves like a little big three over there. It's gonna be interesting to see how they fare up against the Dodgers, man. Dodgers are at 70 wins, tied with the Yankees as far as wins. I mean, they made a little move, you know. I mean, that's one of the teams that's been I feel like they kind of get the best of them sometimes, but it's gonna be interesting to see, especially if they match up against each other in the playoffs.
Yeah. I think it was kind of a crazy trading deadline. I feel like there was just like, you know, move after move. Some of them I didn't necessarily entirely understand.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think obviously the Padres got better. They landed Soto. Now you got, you know, Machado, Soto, Tatis Jr.
Yep.
Solid pitching staff. San Diego's pushing all their chips in.
Oh yeah, as I said, it's going to be interesting to see how they fare up against the Dodgers. I mean, last year they got caught up in that one game series, and see if they can get themselves back there, or if they can get to actual full matchup against them, and how they would fare. Because it's hard when you play those in division foes.
Yeah.
Then we had the Yankees on the other end. Made a few moves, try to improve the pitching. How are you feeling about the moves, man?
I thought they were good. The only one I didn't fully understand was the Jordan Montgomery one. I think that they went out and they got Benintendi early. They needed to really shore up that outfield bat. I mean, they had Gallo, but Gallo wasn't hitting, so they needed a replacement there. They got the what's that kid's name from Chicago, the reliever, solid reliever from the Cubs. And then they got Frankie Montas from the A's. Yeah, from the A's. So he was the kind of the second guy. I think there was Luis Castillo who ended up going to the Mariners, and then Frankie Montas was the other one. Carlos Rodon was out there from San Fran, but he didn't get moved.
Yep.
So I think the Yankees did okay. Yeah, like I said, the only one I didn't get was the Jordan Montgomery for Harrison Bader, and I felt like Montgomery was a decent pitcher. I think he's a sub-4 ERA guy. He's lefty. He gives you a little bit of a different feel in that rotation. Bader is more of a defensive, outfielder at this point. So
maybe they're projecting something in the future, because I know Bader's on he's on IR, right? So
yeah.
I'm not sure if he'll be back this season. So maybe they're holding on to him for something for next season, or.
No, I mean, he's due back, I think, shortly. I didn't understand the why get rid of Montgomery. I mean, I think, you can never have too much starting pitching, and especially when you get to the playoffs, you're going to need, guys for 3-4 innings. So. Oh
yeah, you can never go wrong with pitching.
Yeah. Especially lefty pitching.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe they felt like the guys they have now will be much better. So hopefully it doesn't come back to bite them. So.
Yeah.
That's really, your boy Judge is still smashing home runs.
The guy is on a tear. It's unbelievable.
I mean, he's not that far behind Barry. I think through the first 104 games, Barry was at like 46 or something, and he was at like 42. So I mean, he wasn't too far off, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he's come out in the second half here. He's been on quite the tear.
I just hope he could keep it up during the season and the off season, because I don't want him to go cold in the off season. That's the real thing that counts.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely gonna be something worth watching, especially if towards the later games, if he has a chance to break the record.
Right.
Right.
And
It's going to be.
I think for the Yankees, or at least Yankees fans, it's still that 61 number. So that I think that Maris number still sticks with a lot of people. So if he does have a chance to even get to 62, I think there'll be a lot of Yankee fans that are interested in watching the end of that.
Oh yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a brand new edition of JDs Bites Brew. What you got for us?
All right, so I'll.
You about to hit us with a double whammy?
I haven't cooked food in a little while now. So my kind of like one of the last few things I cooked, and I think this is kind of a staple in New England, but we did a little lobster bake.
Okay.
So I know people do it different ways. They either throw all the lobster steamers into a bucket and kind of boil it all up and then throw it out on a table with some corn. I think I like doing it that way too, but I don't have the biggest steamer fans around, so I didn't do steamers. But what I did on this one was boiled up some lobsters. So we got some lobsters and a couple pounds of cod from a little place in Salisbury, Mass, so right up by the New Hampshire border, right up the ocean there. So we got some fresh lobsters and fish. Lobsters, I just do salted water, boil them for about 10 to 15 minutes till they turn red. Pull them out, steaming hot, crack them open, pull all the meat out. I do tend to eat the legs. Some people don't, but basically what I do is when I pull them out, I break everything apart and throw everything into like a melted butter. Kind of let that sit for a little bit. It cooks it a little bit longer, and it's almost like poaching it in with the butter. So with the cod, what I do typically, and what I did here is just a little salt and pepper and a little bit of lemon pepper seasoning if you have it. Put that on the cod, and then I brush some butter on top, and I cook it for about 10 minutes, and then I throw a breadcrumb butter mixture on top of that, and then kind of jack up the heat a little bit and get it nice and crisp on top. Yeah, and then just cook it till it's flaking. It's delicious. You can't go wrong with cod. And then on the side, did just a basic macaroni salad, potato salad. Just mayonnaise based, and then some corn on the cob.
So what do you put in your macaroni salad? That's the real question.
So I actually do a Greek macaroni salad normally. I like it better. It's like I'm not a huge, I'll eat mayonnaise, but not a huge mayonnaise fan. So typically I'll do just the Greek, which is just a kind of an olive oil and vinegar, feta cheese, cucumbers, tomatoes, red onion, and kind of mix that all up. This is just it's similar, no cheese, so just red onion, green pepper, carrot, and a little bit of mayonnaise with the elbow macaroni, salt, pepper.
So that's the only way you do macaroni salad?
The Greek style?
Yeah.
Typically, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you did the black macaroni salad. That's what I was wondering.
What's the black macaroni salad?
It's like the macaroni noodles, tuna, mayonnaise, relish, salt, pepper.
So I would do that, Rich, because that's my favorite. I love it when it has the tuna in it. Michelle won't eat it. It's essentially what that boils down to.
Oh, damn.
So I don't make it.
You got to get the handheld one for yourself.
But that is too much tuna. You don't want to overpower it. You just have to have just enough tuna in there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But it's definitely one of the go-tos at the Big Rich Barbecue. So
yeah,
one of my favorites. That and potato salad.
Yeah.
And then what would you guys drink that down with?
All right, so this was on the on the way down here. Stopped at a brewery in Woodstock, Virginia. It's called just Woodstock Brew House. Tried a couple different beers, and I think my favorite was the Brett Blonde Ale.
Okay.
So easy drinking. It's warm out. Obviously, we're back in the South. It's close to 95 to 100. It's really easy drinking. Just no real bitterness on it. Just a nice, clean, smooth blonde ale, which for me are typically hit or miss. They're either usually really good or really bad. This one was definitely kind of refreshing and crisp. So really enjoyed it. Again, easy to drink outside when it's that hot. Give it a 7.4.
Okay. I mean, it's not bad. It
was solid.
Yeah, it's a solid beer, man.
Yeah, Brew House was cool. They had free Pac-Man inside, so got to play some Pac-Man. And a nice little spot with an outdoor patio.
Oh, nice. I feel like you didn't like the other beers though. I feel like there was other beers there that you.
So I had a pale ale to start. It was supposed to be like a hoppy pale ale. It was a little too dark for me. Like when I'm thinking of pale ale, I don't really want like a darker beer.
Okay.
So that one was okay. Again, it was the Beckford Parish. Was an extra pale ale. But again, like it was just a little different than what I was expecting. And then I had the Tipsy Squirrel, which was a brown ale. It was just a good brown ale. Like I don't know, there's just nothing really jumped out at it for me. It was good. Again, I think it was good, not great.
Right.
Just standard brown ale. So that's why I felt like the blonde ale was really the standout for me.
Gotcha. Well, at least you got something to list. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure when the next time you'll be able to go there. Being that was on the way down. So.
It was only 5 hours away. No big deal.
Yeah, only 5. But hopefully you find some new spots near you guys now, so you don't have to go. You don't have to go too far. And then that's JD's Bites and Brew, everybody. And then for this week, wasn't too much on the BRRs. There was I watched this damn Paper Girls. It's pretty much like Stranger Things, but it's about time travel. Some of the characters, they curse too much. I think it kind of takes away from the enjoyment of the show. And then it has like some cheesy parts with like one of the bad guys. He's just like a little too extra, like comedic, which I feel like kind of throws it off. But overall, I mean, it's an okay show. I can't really say I recommend it or to check it out. But I mean, if you ain't got nothing else to watch, then I mean, you definitely check it out and put it on. Then I'll probably give it like a 6 out of 10. It could probably be worse. I mean, it just wasn't hitting, man.
I feel that. It happens.
Yeah, man. But I was just like so deep into it. I'm like, all right, maybe it gets better. But
I hate that part. I hate.
I mean, it had potential, but then it just like roller coaster. Like what is going on here? All right, this is corny. All right, okay, let's get back on track with the time travel. All right, now it's back to corny again. I was like, all right. So hopefully they change a few things. It'll be better in the next season. So then I watched the Most Hated Man in America documentary on Netflix about the guy who started like a revenge porn site. So I thought that was interesting. He was pretty much phishing people's emails, and then once he fished your email, he take all your pictures and post it on his website. So I thought that was interesting. He really didn't get much time. Eventually, the FBI went after him. Obviously, when cases like that happen, they don't give out much time. So that one was okay. But then I watched the girl in the photo, which I think that one was much better. Still some unanswered questions. Another documentary, but this one's a movie, about an hour and a half. If you like documentaries, definitely check this out. A lot of crazy shit going on with this guy who had a daughter. I can't give it away what happens, but shit goes down, man. Definitely something I'm going to check out if you like documentaries.
I do like a good documentary.
Oh, yeah. It's quick, too. It's an hour and a half. But I mean, you got to pay attention because there's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on. They reveal a lot of crazy stuff with the situation with the guy and the daughter. And then checking out Rap Shit. Great show. If you like Insecure, this is another banger right there for you. Done by Issa Rae. So if you like Insecure, definitely check it out. If you like the Ratchets, definitely check it out. Overall, good show, man. I'm glad she got another project that's good. And it's not like I don't say a one-hit wonder for shows, but I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the season. Then we got Love Island's back. Told you before, check it out. If you like reality trash TV shows, they pretty much have people that come on this, like, not really an island, but, you know, a villa, so to say. They pair them up, and then each week they bring on new people to the island, so to say. And, you know, each week they have like recoupling. So it means it's interesting, man. You know, people try to play both sides of the field to get caught. Some people like somebody one day, don't like somebody the next. But it's a good show, man. I mean, they give you a lot of episodes. It comes like an episode a day. So, I mean, you have plenty to watch, especially during the summer as well.
Nice.
And then not too much else, man. I mean, started The Man Who Fell to Earth. It's a show on Apple TV. It's okay so far. I only watched one episode, but it's not something I feel like I need to go back to. Still going through Severance. I'm like 3 episodes in. It's a little confusing about these damn numbers that they punching in. But like, I feel like it's like Lost, you know, when they were, you know, had to put the numbers in every so often, kind of like that. But they haven't revealed what it's for yet. But it's okay, man. I can't say it's bad or anything yet, so I'm still watching. So then they dropped the Black Panther 2 trailer. Then they also leaked the other trailers for Ant-Man. So Marvel's got a lot coming, man. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm going to take all my money in the movie theaters. So
take the money.
And then outside of that, not much else. I know they canceled the Batgirl show, but I wasn't watching that anyway. So DC just needs to cancel everything and sell it to Marvel or something. This is ridiculous. Like, I've never seen so many starts and restarts in my life.
Oh my gosh.
It's just no direction. Every show, every movie, just different. It's like, yo, didn't they do this in that movie? Like, why are they doing this? Wait, wasn't he Batman? And who's this new Batman? It's just they just need to get together. And the dude that played Flash, he's going through a bunch of legal stuff now, kind of like the Deshaun Watson stuff. And the movie's supposed to come out next year. I'm sure they probably finished filming it. But if he gets convicted of anything, I mean, it's going to be another scrapped movie, pretty much. I mean, they'll probably put it out just to make money. Well, I don't even know if they'll put it out because, I mean, how could you put out a movie backing an actor that possibly might be a pedophile or something? So, I don't know, man. They got a lot to figure out over there. Then I think that's pretty much it. I don't know what you guys started watching any new shows or anything?
No, man. I haven't gotten around to watching a ton of TV. Still catching up on Boardwalk, or still, you know, in season 2 of Boardwalk Empire. Need to finish up Animal Kingdom. There's just had a lot of stuff going on the last few weeks.
I forgot Animal Kingdom came back.
Oh yeah, it was off to a pretty good start. I think I'm like 3 episodes behind now.
I'll check it out. Last season, so hopefully they do it right. And then I think that's pretty much it, man.
Awesome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time.
Till next time, Rich.
I want to thank y'all for rocking out, being on the Sports Sidebar podcast. Give y'all something to ride out on.